Hello and welcome to the European Commission Midday Briefing. My name is Margaritas Funkyboogaloo-Smythe. A few amendments and clarifications before we crack on with the fun. The Commission takes note of Vladimir Putin's threat of a nuclear attack. The topic of impending Armageddon has been added to the next meeting of EU ambassadors under the heading, Any Other Business. Just after a discussion on the new European Bauhaus. That's assuming, of course, that there is another meeting of EU ambassadors. As you may have heard, the Commission has received a cease and desist letter from IKEA, stating that the new unofficial blue and yellow uniform for commissioners is in fact a breach of its trademarks. And I'm told it's also been disorienting for visitor groups. The matter is with the Commission's legal and fashion services. The EU is well aware of the referendums that were held in occupied parts of Ukraine. After an emergency European Council, it has been decided that Luhansk, Donetsk, Zaporizhia and Kherson are to be granted a European perspective. So that's nice. That, as you know, puts them on the road to EU membership alongside Albania and North Macedonia. Now for questions, although I must tell you I have a very important engagement today, so time is limited. Yes, tell me. Look, despite what you may just have heard, I understand there is a lot of speculation about who or what may have caused damage to the Nord Stream pipelines under the Baltic Sea. I can now read you the following pre-prepared statement. The European Commission is extremely concerned about the pipeline explosions. I can also reveal that the EU is sending some deeply concerned deep-sea divers to the region, or as we call them in the trade, Frontex froggies. Next, sorry. Yes, look, we are very much keeping an open mind as to who is responsible for the damage to the pipelines. The list of potential culprits is as follows. Russia, next question, sorry. Look, we are well aware of the controversy about Mrs. von der Leyen's comments in advance of the Italian election, when she was asked about Georgia Meloni and said the EU has the tools to deal with difficult members. This was all a big misunderstanding. As you know, Mrs. von der Leyen is a polyglot and she was speaking in Italian. She wasn't talking about Georgia Meloni. She was in fact speaking about melons from Georgia. Meloni in Italian is, as many of you will be well aware, the plural of melon. Incidentally, the reduction of melon tariffs is the only advantage being given to Georgia as it seeks to become a member of the European Union. Yes, at the back. Well, while it's not the role of this Commission to interfere in the domestic politics of a member state, it can offer advice to a former member. As Liz Truss appears to have broken the British economy, in the basement of the Berlaymont, we do have a few bags of Italian lira and I think some drachmas that she's more than welcome to use to prop up the pound. We can discuss the arrangements as part of whatever the European political community is. I have no idea what that is. And one last question, yeah. As you know, the Commission extended its sympathy to all citizens of the United Kingdom following the death of Queen Elizabeth II. The main task for the Commission has been to update its recognised line of succession to the British throne. I can share that list with you now. William, Prince of Wales, Prince George of Wales, Princess Charlotte of Wales, Tom Jones of Wales, Peter Mandelson, David Beckham, Franz Timmermans. Is that right? Is that right, Timmermans? I mean, he sounds English. Anyway, Nigel Farage and Prince Andrew. Right, I'm afraid I have to go to an urgent meeting. Thank you very much for your attention.